Games. Board games in Manchester, it's what I'm talking about. Here I am in Manchester and I'm not gonna shout. I'm going to tabletop gaming live. I don't have a car, so I'm not going to drive. In a moment, I'll take the second leg. I'll take the tram, and I'm not gonna beg because I just pay some money, and that's okay. I'm going to tabletop gaming live and hopefully enjoying my day. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are. Today, tomorrow is going to be a very quick show. Um, Today, I've not managed to get to tabletop gaming live before 10 a.m. As you can see, it's meant to be about 15 minutes away by tram. I've taken a long bus route here, and yeah, I'm sure it'll be simple enough to find once I get there. Tomorrow, hopefully, I'll already be in the halls when this stream starts, and I'll show you a quick tour of it. But today, I guess I just wanted to say, you know what? It's nice having information ahead of time. It's nice to be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is someone that I'm going to see. This is a thing that I'm looking forward to. Kind of schedules, even though um, schedules can be limiting. At the same time, that sort of structure can be something that gives us comfort and it gives us something to look forward to. It gives us, yeah, so schedules. Now, as always, recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. Um, my recent highlights are coming to Manchester. Yesterday, I play tested my own game, which is an abstract game. This is not the name of it, but it's a game about making shapes to get powers in order to make bigger shapes, to get better powers in order to make the biggest shape to win. That's the game. And previously, two people were competing on this, and the bigger shapes, not the biggest shape just wins you the game. But the bigger shapes give you some points. And the idea being that, like, okay, if the game gets to the end and no one's actually managed to win, then maybe he just counts up the points. But it feels like it wants to be more of a to and fro and saying, okay, I'm going to stop you from winning this turn, I'm going to stop you from winning this turn. And this other person has slightly more power than I do. And yeah, like if people are equal, then it's going to potentially end up in no one makes a shape. But then I thought, okay, what if not making the shape is the victory condition for one of the players? So I'm going to turn this into an asymmetric game where one player is trying to make the biggest shape, like the 3x3 triangle, and the other player is trying to stop them. And it's going to be perfect information abstract strategy game. I've not done any playtesting since yesterday. I mean, yeah, basically, I've not played any games this morning in the past. Um, yeah, that's a weird thing to say. But no, I've been thinking about it since I played it yesterday, and I'm like, this could work. I'm excited to see the next thing. Hello, Xate. It is lovely to see you. I hope that you're generally well. And yeah, the other thing that I playtested yesterday was David Brain's game 5X, where you explore, expand, exploit, exterminate, and excavate. It's actually a very quick um, it's a very quick card game, simultaneous action selection, and then you're trying to get your resources at the best time, trying to exterminate when if you know what other people are going to play, then you can target them. But of course, you don't know perfectly what people are going to play unless they're down to one or two cards, in which case, boom, I'm going to exterminate you. And it gives a game a sense of chaos, a sense of dynamism, dynamic nature, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's already been signed up by the same people who did Simplicity, a game which is on Sate's favourite online gaming platform, and yeah, they're going to release that hopefully in the near future. Anyway, brilliant thing. What's the little thing which is brilliant? Brilliant thing is knowledge, knowing why things happen, help you plan for the future. Knowing what's going to happen helps you plan around it. Knowing, yeah, giving you a thing to look forward to. That is why I don't actually like surprises. And I'm more a fan of, hey, this is what's going to happen. Oh, brilliant. And sure, if you meet up, like you might arrive there 10 minutes earlier or potentially a little bit later. I mean, if it's an important work meeting, I'll try to get there like half an hour early just to be on time. And then sometimes I'll end up just on time, and then at least I'm just on time. But, if it's with, with friends, it might be a little later, it might be a little earlier, but it's something to look forward to, right? It's something to say, yeah, we get to do this. Like maybe I get to go to BerlinCon one day and next year while I'm still in Europe and succeed there. That would be nice. That's a thing that I'm kind of looking forward to. And, but yeah, and says, yes, do it. And you just assume Board Game Arena is my favourite. I didn't actually name any names. I mean, it is, but it's only because it's the best one. Yeah. So, because I am heading off to the convention, I am going to say goodbye quickly. But first of all, question of the day. Here's a little question before we go on our way. How many conventions have you been to? And it's okay if the number is 0, just like whether you're watching live or watching after the fact. How many conventions have you been to where you haven't worked? Because I realise that this is only the second convention I've ever been to where I've not been working as a trader, as an exhibitor, as a volunteer. My first one was Bastion, and my second one is today, Tabletop Gaming Live, and it definitely feels exciting. It's liberating because I get to wander around and see everything, but at the same time there's a little, oh, what do I do? I'm sure that all the exhibitors will be very happy to entertain me, but I'm looking forward to it. So yes, how many have you been to? And my other question is, I'm curious about who my audience is. So do you go to more where you didn't work, or have you been to more where you did work? And working counts as like volunteering for someone, demoing stuff, selling your own stuff, maybe volunteering for the convention. I'm very curious. Satan says 5 where I didn't work, although technically I kind of worked at 4 of those, but it's only networking. I prefer to work, says Sate. Yeah, I mean, that's the question. Would I have been happier if I'd said to someone, hey, I'll help you out if you help me with a place that's a bit closer to the convention, and then we go in and I'll help you out for a few hours, and maybe I would have. But see, it says networking for Board Game Arena, not on a stand, I mean. Okay. Yeah, like for sure, once you're in the industry, the question of is this work or is this not is a weird question. I mean, in a set like this isn't working. I'm not planning to pitch any of my games, but I do have a few prototypes. If someone wants to try them, I'm not going to say no, but also it's nice to show my face, and it's nice for me as a game designer to know what's out there and what's available, but I'm kind of treating this as a holiday for sure. But yeah, with that, I'd like to say over to you. What are you up to? You can share what's on your phone to. What are you up to today? I am going to go over there where there's a tram, and then the trams go to Old Trafford, which is like where Manchester United is, which apparently isn't technically in Manchester, which I only discovered yesterday. And I'm just making sure that I cross the road safely. But yeah, obviously I'm there. And recap and wrap up before we finish up. So to recap and wrap up, I'm in Manchester. I getting to the show a little bit later than planned today. Hopefully I'll be there well before my show tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Knowledge is good, gives you things to look forward to, gives you things to plan around. And it's like, hey, can I spot Jane with the purple hair? It says, I have a date, but we are lazy and haven't figured out what we want to do or when, so maybe I don't have a date. Yeah, that's not great. But I hope you have a date, and Yeah, one of you needs to work to make it happen. But lots of love. I hope you have a fantastic day and bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, bye. This is Manchester. Bye, bye.